If you rely on Social Security, SSI, or any government benefits, the last few weeks might have left you feeling more anxious than usual. You've probably seen headlines about $2,000 checks, cost of living adjustments, and even talk of tariff dividends, and it's hard to know what's real and what's hype. The truth is, even small changes, like a 2.8% COLA, feel huge when prices for food, gas, and healthcare keep rising. And on top of that, there are new proposals that could affect your benefits in ways you might not expect. Money that was supposed to help could actually end up leaving you worse off. We're going to break it all down: what's confirmed, what's still uncertain, and what you need to watch out for in the next few months. I want to hear from you too. Have you noticed your benefits stretching less than they used to? Or are you worried about upcoming changes? Share your experience in the comments so we can get a real conversation going. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where things stand. The part that most people don't realize about these checks and benefit updates might surprise you. If you're relying on Social Security, SSI, or any government benefits, the past few weeks may have left you feeling more uncertain than usual. Headlines about $2,000 checks, cost of living adjustments, and even tariff dividends are everywhere, and it's hard to separate fact from hype. The truth is, even a small change like a 2.8% COLA can feel huge when prices for food, gas, and healthcare keep climbing. And on top of that, there are reports of new proposals that could affect your benefits in ways you might not expect. Money that was supposed to help could actually leave some people worse off. And that's why it's more important than ever to know what's really happening. Starting with the cost of living adjustment. The Social Security Administration recently announced a 2.8% increase for 2026. For the average retiree, that works out to about $56 more per month. And while that may sound like a meaningful bump, for many it won't cover the rising costs of groceries, prescriptions, and rent. It's easy to feel disappointed or even anxious, because when prices go up faster than benefits, every dollar counts, and every small shortfall can add up quickly. The emotional impact is real too. Seeing a number on a statement might feel reassuring at first, but when it's stretched across a month of bills and daily expenses, it doesn't always provide the relief people were hoping for. Then there has been a lot of chatter about a potential $2,000 payout, funded by tariff revenues. The idea has grabbed attention across social media and news outlets, and you may have seen flashy headlines claiming checks are on the way. The reality is far murkier. While the administration has explored this concept, the details remain unclear. Budget experts are already raising red flags, noting that the numbers simply don't add up. Even if the government tried to distribute $2,000 to every eligible adult under $100,000 in annual income, the funding would be insufficient. This is one of those cases where hope can be dangerous. Relying on promises without clarity can lead to disappointment, and it can create real stress for people who are counting on that money to make ends meet. Complicating matters further, tariff revenues themselves have surged this year, reaching nearly $195 billion. At first glance, that sounds like a substantial sum, but many of these tariffs are currently facing legal challenges. Courts are reviewing whether some of the import taxes were applied within proper authority, and there's a real chance that they could be reversed. For everyday Americans, that means the source of the promised payments is unstable. Even if there is money available, the rules could change before anyone ever sees a check. It's a situation that blends financial uncertainty with emotional tension. People want to believe there's relief coming, but the underlying systems aren't settled yet. And it's not just about whether the checks exist. There's a hidden cost to consider. Tariffs are passed directly onto consumers through higher prices on everyday goods. When you shop for groceries, fill up your gas tank, or buy electronics, part of what you're paying has already been inflated by these taxes. Any hypothetical payout could essentially be refunding money you've already spent, rather than delivering new relief. That dynamic can be frustrating, because it means that while the idea of a $2,000 check feels like free money, the reality is that it's often just compensating for money that's already left your wallet. Understanding this can make a big difference in how you plan your finances and manage expectations. And just when you think it couldn't get more complicated, there are also proposals to cut parts of supplemental security income and tweak other benefit programs, even as COLA increases. For some people, this could mean losing more than they gain, turning what seems like a positive change into a net negative. The emotional impact here is significant for people who are already stretched thin. The thought of benefits being reduced while costs keep climbing is stressful and unsettling. The financial consequences are equally real, as families and seniors could find themselves scrambling to cover basic expenses. All of this adds up to a complex landscape that can be difficult to navigate. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the constant stream of updates, conflicting headlines, and promises of relief that may or may not materialize. But there is value in understanding the full picture, knowing what's actually approved, what's being debated, and what's legally and financially realistic allows you to make informed decisions and prepare for what's coming. Staying informed, verifying sources, and keeping an eye on official updates is the best way to protect yourself and your loved ones. If you're watching this and it resonates, I want to hear from you. Have you noticed your benefits stretching less than they used to? Or are you worried about potential cuts or changes in the coming months? Share your experiences in the comments, because the conversation matters. It helps others understand they're not alone, and it helps all of us stay aware of what's really happening in the world of Social Security and government benefits. Looking ahead, it's clear that the financial landscape for Americans relying on benefits will continue to evolve. Cost of living adjustments, tariff revenues, legal decisions, and program reshuffles are all factors that could change the way your benefits look and feel. While no one can predict every outcome, staying informed and thinking critically about what's actually happening gives you a stronger position to plan for the future. Keep paying attention, stay aware of official announcements, and remember that while headlines can be sensational, the reality is usually more nuanced. By understanding the truth behind these updates, you can navigate the months ahead with confidence and clarity. And while there's uncertainty, there's also an opportunity to make choices that protect your financial well-being. So keep watching, keep asking questions, and keep looking out for what matters most. There's more on the horizon, and the next few months could bring important updates that directly affect your wallet and peace of mind.